Alrighty, hello everyone. We're back again to do another replay review. This time of the VSL League, and we'll had the teams of backdoor protectors versus zero expectations. And this was game two of a best of three. And who backdoor protectors? I think won the first game. And for some reason, they've decided the zero expectations have decided to call themselves front door infiltrators in this game. And I'm joined again by my expert resident Proud from the Dota 2 podcast, Fourth Spirit. How are you going?
I'm going great. There have been so many deeply positive things happening in Dota 2, both for Dota 2 and for me personally in Dota 2. But let me tell you one not good thing. I played ranked again. I just played all my ranked matches at 3 a.m. I went from divine to legend. I had to lock myself in a room until I could get back into at least ancient because I'm going to TI with stuff, and I don't want to be introduced as the legend. The divine was fine, I'm not high more, but anyway. So I'm back to not being. That was. It's tough down there. There are so many fucking Smurfs. It's unreal. Anyway, that's how it's been Dota 2 for me. Now I'm free though, so it's cool. I'm happy. Life is good.
And I'm very grateful, obviously, to have you today because there's a lot that's happened today with the new patch coming out as well. Which I don't. Were you playing with the new patch, or were you still playing with the old patch with that little ranked
Oh no, that's the
escapade?
old patch.
Old patch.
Or wait,
Yeah.
or
Okay.
new. I mean, a D patch just dropped today, so it was on the C patch. So
It's
they
on the C
nerfed
patch. Yeah.
Monkey King's stupid ass facet right after I got back to my rank by abusing it. So that's all worked out just fine.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Great. So, um, I think we can probably skip over to the end of the drafting at least. Um, uh, Maybe just to start there as the point, because again, I think this league, the sort of average was low legend. I think most of the players were probably in legend. Maybe there was a couple of ancients and then some archons as well. Probably more archons than ancients. So I always feel at this bracket that drafting, you sort of pick the characters that you play.
Yeah,
uh,
picking a hero that you're good at is just always going to be 1,000 times better than a hero that is good that you're not good at.
yeah, exactly. So I don't think you can critique the draft or think too much about the counter draft plays that they do through this process. But I suppose at least at the end of the draft, one thing I struggle with in the game is sort of knowing. I play mainly support, like where you should focus your attention. Like, is it that mid has to win for your game to win? Is it safe lane that has to win, or is it like you want to punish their safe lane? Like, sort of where the focus is. So I suppose looking at the end of this draft from the outset, sort of what your thoughts are on where each team should be focusing, like their early game, like laning, like the laning phase sort of stage. And again, I think we'll skip over the laning phase to go to mid game after we've discussed sort of the basic um,
Yeah, we'll get the full roster
early
in here for
gameplay.
that.
Yeah, yeah. So I can pause it here or whatever. So, or
All good. Here we are.
yeah, yeah. So what do we got? We got. I already can't remember which team's which, so I'm just going to call them Dire and Radiant. Um, where do you think that sort of if you're a pos 4 or a pos 5 or whatever, where do you think the rotations, which direction should each team be rotating to in the early stages, just based on the sort of draft?
Sorry, one sec. I'm fixing this camera
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, yeah.
I want to see the broadcaster's camera, right?
He won't because it wasn't ticketed. Oh, it is. Oh, so you'll be able to see the broadcasters. Okay, that's good.
Yeah, yeah. I don't want the sound. No offense, but I just
Yeah, we
want the
don't
camera.
need the.
Okay, that should be all good then. Cool. Yeah. So, um, instead of thinking about like which lanes you need to win and that sort of thing, because a lot of the time a lane is going to be a draw, and then if you feel like, oh, we need to win this one, or oh, they need to lose, then you're going to end up diving and doing something stupid.
Yeah.
So it's more about what you want the map to kind of look like after the laning stage. Like, do you want the like thing that changes the map to be you like aggressed on them at some point, and like you rotated to take their lane, and then you took their tower, and then all that happens, right? So like you want to think about more what you want like the 8 or 9 minute like big event to be, and then set yourself up in a way that like that'll happen. So you say, okay, we need our five to rotate to their lane, so we need to put a lot of effort into like securing the safe lane and like getting the pull dewarded and all that sort of thing, so that when it comes time, I can do a pull and then rotate and get the kill and then come back.
Yeah. Um, yeah. So in this game, where you're feeling each team wants their map to sort of be
Yeah, so you
at the
have I mean, you have the PA obviously. Let's see, how does she
she has a
actually do
pretty
in lane against Night Stalker? I mean, not well at the start, of course,
I wouldn't think so. And
but
they've chosen the night facet to start like it starts in nighttime,
yeah,
so he's
yeah,
got that early 5 minute.
yeah. So here I
Um,
would say like the PA is gonna suffer. There's no real two ways about it. Like she's gonna have to prepare for going to the off lane. To farm at some point, and that means that your off lane needs to not lose horrifically. Otherwise, you have like a really shitty lane, and then they have a farm to carry, and your carry goes to see their carry, and then it's just even worse than if they stayed in their own lane.
yeah,
So the main thing is that you want your off lane to not just to not lose. You want it to at least like be even, and then rotate, and then try to get kills there and avoid the Night Stalker. And then you want the Dragon Knight to be able to like maybe do an offensive rotation, but like you really need a stun to get in there before OD can TP, and then walk over to a slowed person in time to put them under, and then fuck the whole thing up. So yeah,
so
that's I think
you
that's where you're looking.
so and like so you'd sort of be thinking that the DK would be rotating to the off lane for
Yeah,
his yeah.
yeah. The only good
um
thing that's going to happen is going to be a fight where we avoided the Night Stalker. Like for the first 10 minutes of the game, assuming that he gets his ulti at a decent time, like fairly soon after day and that begins, then you just want to avoid this fucking guy. He's unreal. Like he's gonna have a
uh,
lot of farm coming through the night, or and then day's gonna start, and he'll have an advantage in the lane. So like, yeah, he's weaker, but you just got owned in the lane, so it doesn't really matter. He still has all his stats. He just can't chase you down as hard. So you just kind of want to avoid this, wait till he stops being super strong, and then kind of take it from there. But you want
and
to
what
avoid any fight where like the Phantom Assassin getting shit on is like a factor in your fight.
yeah. um and what about, I guess it's kind of the inverse of that then for the Dire, and that like they just want the Night Stalker to be at every fight, or
Yeah, yeah, they
uh
just want to keep everything going, and like keep the pressure on like this, like just keep going around. Don't give them the space to like set up their cute little plays while PA farms somewhere kind of safe, and like hopes that a creep wave hits a tier 2 tower so she can farm it safely, and like they just want to keep on the aggression. But
um
not so much as like aggression, but just like keep the game going in like an orderly fashion. Where like they get their item, they do their thing. They get their item, they do their thing. They don't want to don't like miss a beat on doing that. You don't have to do anything crazy, but just play the tempo as it should be.
And so, as the OD, you kind of just respond to the movements of the DK rather than necessarily.
Yeah, yep. Just respond if
Or
something bad's happening. You can like tell your team, hey, maybe don't dive their tower because I can't TP to their tower. And if you're getting gone on, all TP and then Astral imprison you and then kill whoever was going on you. And there's
yeah,
not really a way for Radiant to do anything about that because they naturally just lose their lanes. Right, like Earthshaker does not beat Lifestealer. That's never going to happen. Witch Doctor beats Lifestealer when Lifestealer doesn't have spells, but no one can stop him from using spells. So, Lifestealer just has a free game for, or at least a free lane Unless heroes rotate, then that's that thing where someone's like a big tanky strong hero, but then as soon as they're not strong enough, they're the weakest thing ever. So like a rotation will fuck Lifestealer, nothing else will.
And so like I always get a bit confused with like how do you know that an Earthshaker, like this is a real basic question. How do you know that an Earthshaker is gonna lose to a life stealer? Like
Earthshaker is just like historically hasn't had a lot of like really good base stats and hasn't been like an excellent laner. Like he's level 3 with
uh
65 damage. It's not a ton. He doesn't have a ton of vice armor.
yeah.
He doesn't have a ton of move speed. I mean, 315 is actually really good. But his spells all take forever to cast or something. Just like imagine your average laner. Like Centaur is a pretty he's like he can lane. Centaur can lane.
Hmm.
Centaur is way stronger of a laner than Earthshaker. Like not even a question. Like if you've ever seen a Centaur in a lane compared to a Shaker, it's like if I touch the Centaur, I'm in danger. He's gonna keep double edging me, and like worst come to
Hmm.
worst, Shaker enchant totems me twice with the most telegraphed move in existence, and like eventually I'll just walk away if it becomes a problem. But
And what
mostly
about
if
the
it's kind of just if you go on him, he just can't really do a lot. And then strength hero and he's life stealer and he has rage. And the other thing is the cast points are long enough that he can rage them all pretty reliably. Like Earthshaker can juke a rage and then use the spell, but it's like he has like a full second of juking before it actually happens.
hmm. And then the DKOD lane. Well, that's a pretty good melodic there.
This is a Frost DK, which I don't know that much about them. I play them every so often. I just don't like it. But yeah, I mean, this should just be DK farms, OD farms. DK 6 now, so he gets to be pretty aggressive. This is the best you'll ever feel in this lane. After this, it's just back to, well, he put me under again, and I use my Dragon Breath for the range creep.
Rage creep.
Yeah, use the Dragon's
Yeah.
Breath, got the range creep. Yep, that's just what it's gonna be. But yeah, so you want to be rotating and stuff. Like using Dragon Form as soon as you get it, just to be aggressive is cool. And this is a fun rotation. But yeah, he already got put under. Yeah, you just can't. Like, how you gonna? Do they get it? What's happening? What? I think if OD just ran away, it would have worked. We
The
got the
DK
kill, I
still
guess.
dies.
Yeah, maybe a little overconfident from that OD.
So do you feel like that, like with that ult, the DK rather than the Oracle coming, like, because this is what's happened. They've played the mid lane as the sort of
Yeah, I mean,
they've
they
brought the
got
Oracle to the
fortunate
mid
and
lane.
a thing didn't work out, and the other team was like, hell yeah. And then they said the hell yeah a little too loudly and died.
But do you think the DK should have used that ult instead to have gone to the off lane rather than bring the
Yeah,
Oracle to the mid lane?
I think that was like a cute play, and I'm glad it like worked out. But I think like with your first ulti on DK, I mean, if you can get 6 before the rune, then the rune decides what you do. But in
Uh,
general, I support
what
popping
was
it.
the ruin? Oh, it's
Uh,
coming up now.
it's probably like just some regen or something.
Mm.
But I mostly support just popping the ulti to like get the lane in your favor, and then going to rotate top or something with the extra move speed, and then you'll have it for like 10 15 seconds. And if the kill doesn't happen in that time, then just TP back home. But like use like the first half of the ulti to fix the lane, and then use the second half for a gank, and then leave immediately.
And look, Earthshaker's actually come out. I'm just looking at the last hits on the side there. He's done pretty well um, uh, for the last hit side of things.
Yep. Well, good for him. Sometimes you
No, I
win
don't.
bad matchups.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right, and that's why I guess I'm more interested in like the movement of where people should go rather than like. And again, I guess it is more complicated because it sort of depends how lanes go and stuff. But it is good to have a plan at the start.
Okay, so
It
here's
makes
the
it a
Night
bit
Stalker
easier.
ulti though. So yeah, so they didn't like rotate to the top, and now the Night Stalker is kind of stopping the PA from farming, and Now maybe gonna kill the PA. Oh yeah.
Oh no. Yeah, she.
Oh no, Shaker's here. Never mind. Your Shaker won the Lifestealer matchup. You're fine. He has a blink at 9 minutes? What? He doesn't even have boots.
You like that?
What?
I think that's a good. That's a
It
solid
clearly
play.
fucking worked.
This one actually is this the first game? Anyway, it doesn't matter. This is the game we're doing.
That is really interesting. I guess you like just from the first creep wave notice that you're owning this life stealer and you're like, there's no way something could go wrong with me going blink first here. And by blink first I mean before boots. And you know what? That's quite a read. I like it. That's crazy. I would never support anyone doing this, but it's awesome and you should do it.
It was awesome in this game.
I mean, if it's one of those things where you're just like, yeah, I could just get a Midas, huh? And then you just don't do anything, spend any money before your Midas, and then you get it, and you're like, well, that worked out. Sometimes it works out. Dota's way too unpredictable a game to do those sorts of things, though. But you know, sometimes it's fun to do it anyways. That's so cool. I mean, hey, you get the blink, and then immediately you get enough money for boots. So it's, you know, like, basically like a Midas.
So where are we at here? So it's coming towards the end of the laning phase a little bit, and I don't know. You've got 9-3 is the kill, so I guess. But you know, I suppose at this point you should be feeling like that's sort of a little bit to be expected with your draft, that you're going to have a shit early game. I think they had a bit of bad luck with the Ruins fight at the very, very start of the game as well. But I guess the point is you should sort of remain calm.
Yeah, like a few pretty like heavy events. I mean, like so far I would think that this game is in Radiant's favor given like the interactions that have played out. But like even so, like even though you know Earthshaker turned that whole thing, it's like, well, that didn't stop them from having an advantage at night. That just was one of the interactions that you won. Now here comes the next one, and then you lose it. This is a good start though.
Good start for the
Radiant. I always root for the Radiant because they're the good guys. There we go. Saying just all you need is this man. Where is Phantom Assassin? There she is. What a beautiful interact. What? Oh no. Okay, it's fine. Okay. Shaker's here, baby. No problem. Shaker's here. Yeah, that was great. Yeah, I liked the time the PA came in. That was perfect. I was saying, where's Phantom Assassin? Because of how impeccable the timing would be, not how terrible it would be to wait this long.
I guess I think like she died sort of at a gank like just before that team fight as well, which probably gave the Dire the confidence to run in there. But I think she she was dead there. But then
she's kind of like just barely respawned, and then she TP'd to farm a wave and then coming up. Yep. So perfect timing either way.
Yeah.
There you go. Excellent. Good job, everybody. Now we got to do the replay fix. All right, so this is this Phantom Assassin. Great job. She's getting closer to that. Battle Fury. You got 2 empty slots here. I want you to know that's wrong. You should have. What's that item called? You should have a Blightstone right now. Where's your Blightstone? Blightstone is the best item in the game. See, how's the Shaker doing? Shaker's doing great. What is this guy?
He's really investing in the Echo.
Yeah, the Blink Echo is working out. That's the only button he needs. So sure.
It does simplify everything a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, so the DK's now using this ult at least to give a bit of space up top with the getting the objective.
Yep.
Does that are you sort of happy with where everyone is on the map now, doing a bit of farming, and DK's the only one really showing on lanes?
Yeah, so for the Radiant, I mean in general, like how Dota works is, they lose. How the fuck do I draw? Yeah, that's right. It's got to be. How do I draw on the map?
Maybe because it's a replay, you can't.
Is it control drag to draw on the?
Uh, Normally it's alt, isn't it? No.
I totally forget how to fucking draw on the
Oh,
map.
shift. I don't know.
I don't. Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyway, so they lost this tower. Obviously, you lose your safe lane tower. The other team lose their safe lane tower, whatever. And then you end up like with you want your team to play in this area, this spot, this kind of space where my mini map is. I don't know. This is miserable. But yeah, so you want your team to play this part of the map so that they can take this tower. And this hasn't happened yet, so the team needs to be playing here, but instead Phantom Assassin is. And the Radiant team is playing here. I guess they're just trying to take this tower, but this is just a shitty place to be. Look, it's nighttime. Now Night Stalker's coming. Look, this is awful. Look, they're getting split up by this ridge. It's just a miserable time for everyone involved.
And for the Dire, going back
For the
to
bad
just before
guys.
this. Yeah, bad guys. Oh, yeah, I hate playing ODs. They're so annoying.
I just
Yeah,
don't feel
going
like
back.
he's entitled to anything that he gets to do to me. Like anytime he does anything, I'm just like, he shouldn't do that much damage, or he shouldn't put me under like that. He just doesn't deserve abilities, I don't think.
Yeah.
Fucking floaters,
Well,
dude.
look at him. He does. I don't know. He does. Like, it's the same with playing Marcy. Like, I always feel like Marcy just hits way too hard
Yeah,
for,
yeah, when she ults and
you
she
know.
kills you, you're like, that's not right. You shouldn't
Yeah,
do that. You're like, well, what should she do? Nothing. I don't know.
yeah, yeah, I agree. Anyway,
Yeah,
okay.
so I
Well,
mean,
let's
for
go from this.
Dire, it's largely the same thing, right? Like their tower's gone, so they want the
Want to get the
team to
offlane.
be playing in this area, right? And then they want their carry to be playing in this area. You want the carry to be in here because there is just nowhere for the enemy to TP to kill you. Like if they want to kill you,
Hmm.
they got to TP to this tower. If you're farming like on their side of the map, like if you farm the lane in this area and like this, and then that maybe also if you want to, like you just do this whole area with your radiance pulling it around. That's super easy, and the closest place for them to TP to is like 1, 2, 3, 4 screens away.
Hmm.
And it's like this is a radiant camp, and it's 4 fucking screens away from a TP location. Like that's great. And for Lifestealer, it's the or for Phantom Assassin, it's the same thing. She can farm all these. The closest TP spot is here. But so that's why the enemy team wants to play here to deny all that space because they can't TP to it, so they want their bodies to be there. And then they can also take another tower, which makes if they take this tower, then it's it's really hard for Radiant to do anything about this jungle getting farmed or whatever. Obviously, taking towers opens up the map. But it's
Yeah.
specifically when it's this configuration, like you want the safe laner to always be farming this, and you want the team to always be playing this.
And I get. Well, are there? So you've done like a 4-1 split, but I guess again from like a support perspective, like is there ever a time when you think maybe one of the supports should be babysitting the carry, like the Oracle should be just hanging around the PA just in case, or like
If you notice, I mean, you should usually like go there to ward for them or something like that. And like if you notice, okay, they've finished jungling inwards, now they're jungling outwards. I should head over there in a minute or so because they're gonna get close to enemy territory. So there's like 3 or 4 minutes in a cycle of like going forward and all the way back. So you have time to plan around these things if you want to pay attention to them. But like it's okay to babysit if you're more of a save than a gank support. But it's more that like your cores want to be playing on these specific positions so that they're not eating each other's farm up. Because what's often going to happen is like this carry just has a miserable time, even if it's a life stealer against a shaker. Offlane is still kind of balanced around winning. And Shaker's more of a bad laner as a position 4. As a 3, it's more okay. As a position 4, it's just dog shit miserable. Just horrific. You never want that guy in your lane. I saw someone pick Earthshaker 4, and then the other person picked Legion. And then the first thing they said is, I always lose with Earthshaker in my lane. Like, yeah, dude, no shit. He's miserable. Why did... Yeah, it's like, that's science. Okay.
And let's do a quick item review as well, because now we're getting to the sort of
Yeah,
mid game
what is going
where
with this blade of what is going on with this blade of this extra blade of attack? Something must have gone wrong.
do F5 for me. I think it's F5. Oh, that just that.
Nope.
Oh no, give me the items.
There
Yeah.
we go.
There we go.
There we go. All right, so this is right. Don't have a Blightstone still. That's incorrect. You need to have a Blightstone. This is correct. Oh wait, you don't have a blink. There should be a blink here, and then the BKB. I don't. That's wrong. That's not right. You don't need that yet, or
Like
maybe
a glimmer
ever.
or something.
Yeah, or
Or a
just
blink.
like, wait, does he have shard at least? No, he doesn't have. Oh wait,
I
that's
don't.
DK still.
It
No, he
should
doesn't shard.
tell
Yeah,
you.
just buy your shard. Shit, it's the best thing that you could ever. If any hero in the game could buy Witch Doctor's shard, they would do it at minute 15 every game.
Mm.
So Witch Doctor should probably do it also. Is super good. Way better than a little bit of cast range. Shaker. I feel like you just go like blink and then I don't know whatever shakers do for mana these days. Maybe they do Kaya, and then just go straight for
Oh, it works,
Ags.
doesn't it?
Apparently so.
It does look like he's going Ags next. He's got the start.
No BKB, which is
Oh no,
also
he's going
totally
BKB.
necessary this game because you're against all these guys.
No.
You're against these heroes, so that you must do it, believe it or not. And then I love the Oracle Blink Dagger. I love that shit. I was playing an Omni 5 with a Blink earlier against the Faceless Void, and like it's just Blink on big saves is so cool. They just can't get you if you're a full Blink Dagger away from your team. Cause
Yeah, I get that's the build, but like if you're not positioning yourself right, then like
yeah,
it's
it's
not.
definitely you have to know what you're
I,
doing with it.
yeah,
And
like I don't know, like the fights that I've seen so far, like has like I get that a lot of people build the blink on the Oracle, and I get why, like it makes sense, but like if
I
your positioning is shit, then it's not gonna be good.
I think maybe just like the Night Stalker turns the like
Ah,
dynamic
yeah,
way too far to
yeah,
the extreme for a blink dagger to like make up the gap because like blink dagger a lot of the advantage is going over the terrain and hiding with that
yeah,
and Night Stalker doesn't give a shit. He will just kill
yeah.
you. So yeah,
So would you
against
think maybe in this one, maybe because that Night Stalker does provide so much vision that it
yeah
would be worth going like a I don't know a four stuff or a glimmer or
yeah
I don't know
you
something.
need to go like a Yule's or a Ghost Scepter or something. Like there's really no two ways about it. Like you can, if you can rely on them not having vision, you could have a glimmer. But like just a Night Stalker bearing down on you, he's gonna press Q before your glimmer happens. So you're gonna glimmer. There's
Yeah.
no magic damage to absorb, and then he's gonna dust, and you're gonna be slower
Oh,
than
there
you
you
were.
go. There's a the blink just paid off in that one little interaction. Then
Nice.
he was able to blink out of the OD, causing mayhem. And wow, you really are very favoritism towards the Dire. I mean the Radiant. What about the Dire? What about the Dire's items? What do you think about their builds?
Let's see. I mean, I think this Dark Willow knows what they're doing, right? Like, this doesn't need to be. It's like this. I think that this is a fun build, so that's what it is. So have fun.
I always find like as a support, like if I win early, I get so greedy, and then like the PA will then come back and absolutely annihilate me because I haven't gotten any like the Willow has a save sort of inbuilt, so it makes it a bit easier. But like often you win the early game versus the PA, you feel really good, you buy your Ags first, and then suddenly you've got like no glimmer or save, so that she just annihilates you when she finally comes online. That's what
Yeah,
often happens in my.
I, I've been trying to figure out how to like best take advantage of being ahead and all that sort of thing lately. And when I'm like when I think that I can get away with something, but actually it was like, oh, the odds were you shouldn't have done that, but it worked out a couple times, so now you're biased to doing the wrong fucking thing.
Yeah.
And I think that the main issue is that you're not letting the game develop quite enough, and you're being a little overeager to like assume the state, and you're doing it in a way that doesn't, like, even if you're right, it doesn't help you. It's like buying like two pieces of your ags, and then you don't have space in your inventory for wards, so you're swapping wards back and forth for a piece of your ags, and then it turns out, hey, maybe I needed a glimmer cape. We just died in a team fight, and I still need a piece of my ags, but I've already bought three of them, so I'm just kind of locked into this ags when it wasn't even like, I didn't even have it yet, and I already locked myself into it. So in then like that kind of situation, then yeah, don't do that. But if you can afford a whole ass big item, I mean, that's just judgment at that point. It's up to you.
Yeah.
If like, I can tell you be more careful, but it's just you recalibrate it yourself, based upon your experiences. I could look at individual instances, but
Mm.
if you already
And
believe it's a
then,
certain way, and then I tell you believe less, I mean, it's all fucking relative.
and what about the rest of the dyes items? What do you got?
Um,
I think it's
This is
pretty standard on the
interesting. I,
line.
I really like Halberd. It's a very good item and great against PA. If PA is like the only concern here is PA going crazy, but I think
I think they
you,
just buffed it again in the D patch as well, which I was kind of surprised
yeah, people just aren't getting it.
by.
I think the issue is that Vanguard is just an item that no one buys, and
I'm so glad they nerfed the blade mail. Like as a support, I'd started
oh
buying
yeah,
bloody blade mail because it was too much. So I'm glad they've done that. But um, yeah, the Hellbird, I was surprised to see it get
yeah. It's
bought.
just that like Vanguard just isn't bought. So like, and it doesn't have evasion anymore. So like, you think, oh okay, it has a Vanguard in it. That's a nice build up. It'll be cool. But it's just, if you don't do the build up, it doesn't. It's just a halberd that doesn't give you evasion, which is just worse than the old halberd. Um, so it's just a hard thing to purchase. And also, it's like, when do you purchase it and on who?
Yeah, I think the Night Star. It's
But he
great
needs a
with the Night
BKB
Star.
right now for sure. Like this Earthshaker. I mean, there's Earthshaker in this game. You need a BKB. That's, period. There's no two questions about it. And like Vanguard is not a great Night Stalker item. It's okay, um, but you're not like jumping for joy that you take less damage from physical attacks while you're trying to kill Oracle. So
Uh,
not a huge fan of that Halberd upon recollection. BKB and then Halberd is fine because I don't think PA is quite dangerous enough to warrant the Halberd being rushed like this.
yep.
There's a lot of issues when people are talking about like guys that they're intending to right click. Like Night Stalker wants to right click this PA, so he's buying items to deal with this PA because he wants to be able to fight her. And a lot of people will like, oh, I'm against Phantom Assassin. I buy MKB because I'm against Phantom Assassin. Like, your ability to kill PA is not dependent upon your personal ability to right click this one dude. Like, you want to build more generalized things until you really just care about one dude. So they're not quite at the point where they need to be doing a halberd. Is my point. PA needs like to be better than 2 and 3 for you to rush a halberd. That's what I think about the halberd.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, OD.
She
This
does
looks
have
normal.
230 last hits though, so that's like not bad. I guess we're at 28. Okay, we're at 28 minutes now. So
Yeah, I mean, her. Let's see. Like, net worth wise, like, she's doing really well considering the disadvantage here.
mm,
Really, it's like the Dragonite suffering. I really do not like this Maelstrom shit, man. Like, your ulti has cleave, and those cleaves don't proc Maelstrom. It's just, there's absolutely no synergy with the hero. Doesn't make any sense to me. I see them do it all the time. I just don't get it, man. Anyway, that's just like, but get a Mage Slayer. Mage Slayer would be so good this game. Oh, dude does pure
it is a
damage.
good mage play
Hit
game.
If you hit him, he does less damage. Yeah, even life stealers,
Mm.
little things. Anyway, yeah. So yeah, so let's. Where are we at
Finish
with
the
the?
last two. OD and
Yeah, Odie
LS.
looks normal. Lifestealer, pretty normal. This Daedalus is weird. I think you need a little bit of armor in this slot before the Daedalus. But beyond that, it's fine. I mean, if you're just gonna not need armor because you ulti into PA, then that's that.
He's got the Ags as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, like the Ags with the Daedalus is like a funny combo because like you get inside them and then just hit them hard. Um, but it does actually make sense to not go for an armor item if you're going to use it to disarm the PA, so you don't need the armor because she's the only physical attacker because this DK has a Maelstrom.
Yeah. I think by this point it's sort of
Yeah, it's just kind of getting run over a little bit higher.
yeah. At this point it's probably pretty hard.
Yeah, the DK. Oh, he wasn't going for a BKB. He was going for a Maelstrom. Okay. Yeah, I mean, my personal philosophy on DK mid is like very traditional. Like you go if you're not playing the green one, which is what I do. But if you're not playing that, you got to go the Soul Ring and Treads and Wand and a Raindrop and all those, and then you just go. You get your Blink, and then maybe a Mage Slayer, and then if not, you get a BKB. If yes, you get a BKB either way, and then you do something else from there. But those are if you don't go those items, you don't have the tools you need to do things. Like Maelstrom's nice for farming, but like your PA is farming, not you. You go to a wave, you do a breathe fire, you move on with your day.
Do you fit? Do you think? Like it's so hard now, I guess, because of the blink on the OD as well. Like it gives them a pretty good high ground. Like I always, I guess that's the last final um, pressure point is going high ground. But I guess in this draft, it's sort of like neither team is like they don't have great defense for the high ground.
Yeah, Shaker's good, but the fact that
Yeah,
you have like OD, Nyx, or not Nyx, Night Stalker and
okay.
Nyx, Lifestealer, all this like three pretty tanky cores that can just kind of sit out there, and your PA doesn't have the damage to just burst them at the drop of a hat. So
Yeah.
like, there's always going to be something to save them. Yeah, there's just so rather by having those three that can spread out individually so much, that's why there's no way to shake or slam on five people. They can just take the rack, spread out in a star, and that's that.
That's the main thing is just making sure you respect the echo, which
Yeah,
again,
just don't group up.
which is
Well, they might get
seems
the
like
OD
such.
here. Oh, I like this. I mean, it might not work out, but it was correct. Yeah, it was. I mean, that was the right move. That's too bad.
If the witch doctor had been a little bit earlier coming to help as well, then it would have
Slightly.
been.
I mean, that was that was the play. Like that was the thing to do. So yeah, didn't work out, but made the
They
call.
tried.
It was
It was
correct.
the last. It was a good final stand sort of thing.
Yeah.
Might not be the final stand, but it's one of the final stands. um, all right. Well, look, I think that's probably enough to say for this game. Hopefully, that gives the both teams some thoughts to think about and reflect on and all that sort of jazz. And thank you
I
again
don't
for
mean to be rude about items. It's just that's my. It's more of a professional thing at this point for item builds for me.
we certainly doing this. We don't mean to be over critical. We're just trying to provide some thought. You can take it or leave it. I certainly know I've done a few of these replay reviews, and I know I did one at the start of a tournament, and that people said some stuff, and the players were still doing the same thing at the end of the tournament. So they take it or leave it. It's no stress.
One time I did the worst possible thing, which is someone gave me an idea for a build, and I told them why it was not a good idea and they should try something else. And then they never came to me with another build idea again. And I was like, damn it. I should have just said, yeah, that's cool. Maybe try this one other thing and not been like, what are you fucking doing? Coming to me with this shit. Are you serious? Get out. Anyway, item
Yeah,
builds are awesome. I
yeah.
like when people do them. And great job experimenting with them if you decided they don't work. And I also agree that they don't. Then cool. Yeah. Phantom Assassin's so weird these days, man. Sometimes she gets a Deso, sometimes she doesn't. I don't understand it.
I, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Eh, I think, yeah, I think it certainly can help if you get that one team fight where, like, you manage to get the perfect echo off and like team wipe them or whatever. Then like suddenly she'll be back online. Sort of, I suppose is the hope. But don't think that is going to happen. Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, you gotta give the Dire kudos for not grouping up.
Yeah, I mean
In
it's
these
crazy, dude. You play a game. I mean, as a support, I guess you don't have that much experience being up in front of the Raxes, but like your mid laner has a ranged attack, but they do not want to leave your side. No matter what you're doing, if you were
Yeah.
punching that Rax, they're next to you and they want to feel the heat of your neck. They're putting their mouth up in there and they're saying, "It's cold out here. It's
I
hard in
hate
these Raxes."
I hate to tell you, but often when I play support, I find I'm doing the same thing. I should be way back, but that's why I'm sitting as
Give
as
me
an Archon,
some
because I keep wanting
space.
to hit those buildings.
Like, Axe is gonna
Oh.
call me and you're gonna encourage him to spin more. Leave.
Yeah, no, I just want to be part of the action.
Part of the echo.
Yeah, part of the echo. uh, yeah.
Yeah, look,
All
it's
right.
beautiful. Look at this. Look at this. The discipline from this OD. Never in a pub game have I seen this. This is incredible. This OD understands that these are not huge numbers. Actually, they're pretty big.
Yeah.
But either way, good for them. And those are bigger
Yeah.
numbers.
Yeah. Bit more discipline in a team game, I suppose. Don't say that, you still see it.
So,
All right.
yeah.
I think, yeah, that's good. That's good. Well, I think we can leave it there, and hopefully we'll see you again for another one in the not too distant future.
Yeah, I'm gonna get the end of this little battle here. Of course, we gotta.
Okay.
Oops,
See it
I'm
through.
fucking the whole thing up. There we go. Okay, all right. Any second now, everything's gonna go to shit. Up there it is. He is a dragon right now. Okay, well now he's not. He's a corpse.
And
Now she's ready. She's come to help. Oh no. It's real fucking Troy walking in with the pizza. Everything's on fire. What's the plan, PA? What's the play? Okay, good step one.
start with
Oh
heal.
no. Oh no. Okay, step two is looking good too. Hey, step three. Can we get a four? That's a 3-step plan. There's a 4, 5. No. 5. No. She's evading. She's phantoming. Almost.
I don't know how long was left of that ages either. I think it would have been pretty.
He's come to fight.
I got the BK. He got the BKB as well.
Yay, great. That's the trouble with DK, man, is once you get into like a kind of bad position where you're behind and like then you need to build your BKB, you are not having fun anymore.
Who's the one who wants that? Oh, the lifesteal has just been hitting the objectives while this has been going on.
Yeah,
He's like, no, I'm ending this game.
I support that lifesteal. I'm also on that team. But then like your whole team dies and you're like, you know what? If I was there, my team wouldn't have died, and then I wouldn't be 1v5 right now. Maybe I should have helped them in the fountain. He's a little concerned after OD died. Like, okay, guys, let's try to win this next fight we have in their fountain. Okay, I think we're okay. Okay. Yeah. Nice with the BKB. Oh no, that was... Yeah, no, nice with the BKB. Great job, everybody.
Finishing it out.